We want to get your balls, well, thank you logo in there. I mean, how many other women folk are seeing your balls or your pubes hair these days, you know? What are we doing today?
Manscaped. Have you ever hurt yourself grooming before?
Yes, in the past.
So I've always used regular hair clippers for beard and body. I don't really trim my body hair that often, but when I do, I use just like the regular big wide, hair clippers for everything. And those things are dangerous. Like you'll bleed for sure,
Oh yeah, I've had
So
that.
Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. They spent 18 months redesigning this specific one that they sent us. I guess I should back up and say, thank you to Manscaped for sending us the perfect package 3.0. I did an unboxing video, so you can check it out on YouTube if you want to see everything that was involved. But they sent us like these t-shirts, boxers, a newspaper that Ian's got over there. And I don't know, is that just talking about their products and stuff?
Yes, it has several testimonials, including and instructions, product highlights. Here's one testimonial, if you'll allow me. It says, I gave my, okay, well, I got to get in character here. This is Caitlin. I gave my boyfriend Manscaped for Christmas. So glad I did. It seriously turned into a tiger in the sack. It's almost too good to be true. He's so confident and even stands up taller. Thanks, Manscaped. #RAR. #HappyGF.
So Caitlin's claiming that this trimmer, like this must have been his first time trimming in his life. And he trimmed his junk, and that gave him more confidence in the bedroom.
And you're telling me that tigers have perfectly manscaped nether regions? Is that how that goes? And what does she mean by stands up taller? Is that?
I think she means it looks as big as it's ever been.
Or I was going to ask, does she mean his stature in general, or
I don't think that's possible.
Peen?
Yeah, I think it would have to be his peen. I don't think physically he would stand up any taller. His body, anyway.
So all of a sudden, because his pube hair has been trimmed nice and neat, and it smells better with their products, he's a tiger in the sack.
Yes.
Anyway, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So they spent 18 months redesigning this trimmer, and I used it. And the first thing that I noticed is that, and again, there it is.
There it is.
Again, I've always used the hair clippers, which are dangerous. This, after 30 seconds, I realized I don't think this thing's going to cut me. I don't think it's going to nick me. And I went pretty aggressive, and I didn't exactly hold skin taut and take my time. I went for it, and nothing. I was very confident that it wasn't going to nick or cut me. And I had seen a video or two where guys did say that it did nick or cut them, but I didn't have any issues with it. What about you?
Not my experience either. I was pleasantly surprised with the quality. It had a charge right out of the package, even though they tell you to charge it before you use it. It had a charge right out of the package. I did charge it for about 5 minutes. Got in the shower, so it is waterproof, and as they advertise that, and I would agree. I was rinsing it off as it was powered on and things like that, and the hair was wet, and I wasn't having any pulling, tugging, nicking issues.
Yeah.
Felt pretty confident with being able to use it, even in the most sensitive areas.
Yeah. So, and did you have like the sense of confidence that you could just get in there and mow and not have to worry about hurting yourself, right? Like it just seemed comfortable, and Yeah, I
Yeah,
liked it.
exactly. Like it was one of those side of the road sort of overgrown look, and you could just get in there with a brush trim.
Where you have to get the weed eater in there first and
Yeah,
trig things
exactly.
out.
To trim it down,
Yeah.
so get it down to where the blade can get in there a little bit better. No, it wasn't that bad, but we have been shut in for a few weeks, but it certainly wasn't that bad.
Yeah. So you mentioned the battery life. I think with a full charge, you get 90 minutes, which, I'm a relatively hairy fellow, and I can't
Yes.
imagine needing 90 minutes to, in any one sitting or standing. So 90 minutes is good. And I mentioned in the unboxing that it looked like it had a plastic blade, but it's actually ceramic. So I don't want to sell them short. It looks plastic, but it's ceramic. So yeah, it seems like it's pretty good quality. Um,
I agree.
did you end up watching that video that you sent me, the do not buy the Lawnmower 3.0 video?
I actually didn't. I wanted to try it all out unbiased.
Yeah.
So all the products that we got, I wanted to try them out unbiased, and I might watch it later today, but I don't know.
So I
We'll
watched
see.
it, and that guy he didn't have terrible things to say about it, but one of the things that he complained about was that it had that LED light on it. Like,
Oh, I
you
love
would be,
that.
oh, me too. But he was like,
Yeah.
you're going to be doing this in the dark. It didn't seem to matter. I don't have stage lighting in my bathroom. So
Or
as
in the
I was,
shower. Like I was in the
right.
shower, and
Yeah.
there's not a light directly over the shower.
Yeah. So I was in the shower as well. And I really liked it a lot because the lights were on, obviously, but it really illuminated the area in which I was trying to
The
mow.
the caverns of your crotch.
Exactly. So you can pick one of these up at manscaped.com. If you use the promo code TRT, they're offering 20% off and free shipping. This package that we got, which included the trimmer, the Lawnmower 3.0, the boxers, the crop, what is it? The crop
Crop preserver.
preserver, and then what's the other spray?
The crop reviver.
Crop
So
reviver.
this is great. This is probably great if you got a hike at 5 o'clock in the summer in Texas and you're meeting that lady at the bar for drinks at 7 o'clock.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
If it's probably good for if you you're playing basketball with the boys or something, and then you're going out. I don't know why you would go from.
Maybe she calls you during the game and it's like, oh my gosh, I have to see you. You don't have time to go home and shower.
Right. This is a good shower
pH balance
ball toner. So, and it's got a great smell. I liked it.
I liked the other one too. I mean, it was basically like a lotion, but it dries quickly and it doesn't have a greasy residue. And
yeah,
it
that's
smells
more
manly.
the crop preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the post shower keeps you nice and fresh for a while.
Yep.
And the smell, again, the smell is pretty great.
I was worried, after you sent me that video, and then one person commented on the Instagram page and said, no, thank you, and they recommended.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So I was worried at that point that like we were going to be stuck into saying bad things about this product. But again, I was really pleasantly surprised. I have nothing bad to say about it, but I don't have the experience that a lot of guys do. I mean, even with my beard, I don't really see it being beneficial for, like, I don't think I would use it on my beard because it doesn't get very long. I need even here on the sides, I need a longer guard. So I'll keep using my hair trimmers there, but I don't have the experience maybe that's necessary, but I was really impressed with it for my first time into this type of product, I guess.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the light, the fact that it's waterproof, the nice charging stand, and it's got the USB feature so you can plug it in wherever. It doesn't necessarily have to be in your bathroom. I don't know where else you could put it, but
where'd you put it?
Kitchen countertop next to the coffee maker.
Okay.
No.
in your truck, maybe. I've only got one.
exactly.
I've only got one outlet in my bathroom, so I might actually put it next to the kitchen coffee pot. I actually am
Like
just
your buddy.
keeping it good.
What?
I'm actually you.
We're doing this Zoom meeting thing where we talk over each other. Like your buddy gets in your truck and you're like, hey man, can I get a quick charge of my phone real quick? And you're like, oh yeah, hang on just a second. And he's like, what's that? Oh, it's what I trim my ball hair with. I just needed to charge it.
I'm keeping mine in like the soap dish in the shower right now, and I just plan on kind of touching up every morning when I shower, so it'll just be nice and quick and easy because it's easier to just hit it quickly and whatever. But yeah.
Have you tried the boxers on yet? Are you a boxer brief guy? Can we talk?
Yeah, I am. Quick? I like exactly whatever those are, boxer briefs, I guess, except the only, like, they weren't terrible, but I am super picky about what is the measurement from the crotch to the bottom of the leg called?
Inseam.
I need it to be longer, or from the crotch to the top of the waistband, like something about it I need longer. And they were
rise.
Yes, like the rise. That
not low rise. Yeah.
So I didn't hate them, but I have a really hard time finding boxer briefs like that are comfortable for me because they seem to go down a little further. Like I want them up on my waist, but then the legs are up in my crotch and it's uncomfortable. For example, in 2012, 8 years ago, I bought like 12 pair of Under Armour boxer briefs. And like, they're just like those. They're that black elasticy, compression style.
Yeah. It's supposed to be cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still have a couple of those that I haven't had to throw away yet, but I haven't been able to find any that are just like them since 2012. And even when I reorder the exact same ones from Under Armour,
they changed something.
Yeah, there's something about them. They're not the same. So I'm super picky. So they weren't terrible. What do you think about
them? The ones I got were a little small. That's not their fault. But I did like that they had kind of the around your quad, your thigh, basically, that they were a little, so it doesn't ride up. It has that kind of that nice grip around, like the nice tightness around, not too tight, but tightness around the leg, so it doesn't ride up.
Nice.
But we went on as we've been doing every day during this insane time we all find ourselves in, we've been going on like 1.5 to 2 mile walks every day. And so I immediately took them on that, and they did well. So
good. So yeah, I'll give them some more opportunities, but they're not quite my favorite. But I understand that that's specific to me. They're comfortable just fine as far as like everything is. They're boxer briefs, they're fine, but I am just super picky about them. So I guess you just mentioned it. We should address the fact that we are doing this Zoom meeting instead of coronavirusing each other in person. We're trying to withhold the laws of our respective counties.
Yes, we're coming to you live from 2 different counties. In fact,
2 different Texas counties, which is kind of weird, but I don't hate it. Assuming we get good quality out of this, we might be able to do this every once in a while, especially if like Kevin can't make it or whatever. This is an easy, quick way to jump on and do it.
Yeah, it seems to be really good quality. Who knows how long we're going to be caught up in this? Y'all stay at home. That's what the Tarrant County, that's what they're putting out. It's not shelter in place. It's called y'all stay at home. So
kitschy.
Very exactly.
Yeah.
So who knows when life will get back to whatever our new normal will be. So this is great.
Cool. Manscaped.com. Use promo code TRT Community for 20% off and free shipping. And yeah, next week we're going to talk about prolactin levels. So stay tuned for that. And listen to the damn podcast. I know you're not going to work, but our downloads have gone so far down, which I'm trying to figure out. So our downloads are like cut in half since this quarantine stuff happened. But most of the members of the group seem to be essential. So
Yeah.
like, I don't understand. Maybe the podcast audience is completely different from the group audience, but like,
It's got to be.
yeah.
But like for me personally, on our daily walks, I've got my AirPods in and I'm listening to podcasts. That's what I'm doing. So, and I see everyone else in my neighborhood doing the exact same thing. This is like a great neighborhood walk awakening of 2020. You know, like we actually seeing some of our neighbors for the very first time.
Yeah. There were some of ours talking on the Nextdoor app about like hiding a teddy bear at everyone's house and trying to go on a scavenger
hunt. Drive around scavenger hunt safari thing.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody's walking here too. But there definitely, people in general are not listening as much to the All Things Testosterone podcast.
Because they're what?
I've got to assume it's because they're not driving to work.
Right. They're all watching Tiger King.
Man, no kidding. Like, what? I just finished it last night.
Is anyone not watching it?
Based on the social media posts, I think that everyone in the world is watching it. But
I have one episode to go. I couldn't quite press through to that one more episode, which I was poor planning on my part. It was 11:45 and I'm falling asleep on the couch. So I had to, I'll finish it today, I'm sure. But
yeah,
it is.
Those folks are something else.
Fascinating look into a world that it's hard to believe that all that is going on out there and none of us have any clue about that whole world of domesticated wild cats. I don't know what I'm trying to say, like wild animals that have been domesticated is what I guess I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Insane to me.
So what happened in the last episode that you watched? I have a hard time separating the episodes in my mind because I watched 3 in a row last night.
The last episode kind of was leading into where the Jeff Lowe guy was wanting him to get off the farm because the feds were coming down on him for the murder for hire case against Carol, and the other guy, James.
Yeah.
He's like come in and the weird looking hair looks like he cut it himself. He became the confidential informant for the FBI, and so basically, and then they were somewhere and the feds came and arrested him.
There's a scene in the last episode, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I want you to see if you can figure out which scene it is. If all I do is tell you that I am certain that James paid the producers to include this scene in the docu-series. Like,
okay.
There's no way. It's not natural. It's completely out of place. It
was like, wedged in unnecessarily.
Like, hey, make me look sexy. I'm going to pay you money to put this in the documentary. I mean, it's completely random, but
okay,
you'll know what it is. But text me once you watch it. It's funny.
Definitely. So yeah, be expecting a text later today. The funeral scene was probably my favorite so far, with his mom sitting on the front row and him launching into discussions about Travis's balls being shot. Like, everybody knows what I'm talking about. And then and then he goes into singing one of his songs at the oh my gosh.
Every time he starts singing one of his songs, or if it cuts away to one of his music videos, it's just as surprising every time. It's like, what are we watching? What's happening here?
It's a trip. It's like I don't know what to describe it like, but one of my other favorite scenes was the beginning of episode 4 or 5, where he's like, you know what, when I get stressed and anxious, I just turn on my music and I listen to it. And then the next scene, it cuts to him in his truck with a tiger in the front seat, blasting his own music and singing it.
Singing along to it like it's carpool karaoke with
Exactly.
His name is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you happen to notice that he was not nearly as talented in that scene as he is on the recorded versions of the songs?
Because I think it's not actually him. It's not him singing for
You don't
sure
think
on
so?
those songs.
I
No,
don't.
and I'm pretty sure that's proven. It's out there. There's a podcast, Joe. It's a Wondery podcast, and it's called Joe Exotic. I haven't started it, but the guy that did that podcast, if you go on Twitter or something like that, he says that it's not. It's this other group that he basically conned into singing these songs, and that he said, "Yeah, I'll give you guys credit or whatever," and he credits himself for all those things.
Jeez. I just assumed that it was heavily produced, in the studio, auto-tuned and all kinds of stuff, but that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't sound like him for sure.
Right. Yes. So if you haven't watched Tiger King, do yourself a favor. Joe Exotic will carry you through these quarantine times.
All right. That's all I got. I don't know how long we've been going. It's no
Me too.
time.
This thing doesn't have a timer. It just says recording.
It's kind of weird.